John is in Hackney. John, we only have a couple of minutes. What's your question?
Okay, I'll be really quick. I had 3 sensors fitted to an existing alarm system by a large alarm company. They fit the sensors and hit me with a big bill. I disputed the invoice and asked why it was so much. They didn't respond. They just kept sending me email after email with the same invoice. I kept replying saying I was disputing, asking why.
How much was it, John? How much did they want?
It's about 700 quid.
Whoa, for 3 sensors.
The whole alarm system came to almost that, and it's like a big 4-bedroom house. So anyway, I eventually gave them 7 days to respond, or I'd consider the matter closed. They didn't respond in the 7 days. A few months later, they sent me an email back saying they would reduce the cost by 10%. I said it's still too much. Doesn't really make much of a difference because they're only reducing the cost on the 3 sensors.
Yeah. All right, John. Quick question: Did they give you a quote before?
No, they didn't give me a quote. So that was one of my questions: why they didn't quote?
Well, normally people only quote when you ask for one. Did you ask for a quote?
I didn't ask for a quote. No.
Okay, so it's. I'm not saying this for you. I'm saying this for anybody else listening. Before you get any tradesman in to do work for you, it's always worth getting a quote because they're then bound to charge you that amount unless there are unforeseeable circumstances and you know what you're going to be paying and you know you're not going to be ripped off in the way that John sadly it sounds like you're being ripped off. Now, I've had sensors fitted to my alarms and the cost of the call out, because it only takes 10 minutes per sensor, the cost of the call out is typically around the £100 mark for that sort of thing, plus the costs of the sensors. You'll be able to Google the sensors and find out what the retail cost is. But again, they're not normally more than about 30, 40, 50 quid a unit, that sort of level. What I would do, John, is send a cheque to the company, for £250. So assuming £50 a sensor and £100 installation fee, and say you're offering that in full and final settlement, there's a fair chance they'll take it. And also, if you think that's a reasonable amount to pay, then you doubtless will be happy to get rid of it for that amount. John, thank you so much for the call. I hope that does help. But ultimately, if they don't accept it, they may end up suing you, but they will have to persuade a district judge in the county court that their £700 bill was reasonable, which they'll struggle to do because clearly it's not.